Welcome to this episode of Tuesday Talks, where I'm actually talking about why you have no energy one day and then do everything the next. This is one that has come up many times for me because of the way, life happens, what has happened within me, etc. Some days I have heaps of energy and get lots done, others not so much. And I've noticed recently that even that is actually getting less and less. And it's okay because I've got things set up to help me with that. So let's have a look at the 3 points I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about your body's not a robot. It's not a robot. And the quiet days are usually doing more than you think. And high output days are great, but they're not the goal. Now let's have a look at the first one. Your body is not a robot. It works in waves. Some days you're going to have heaps of energies and things just flow. As I said, that happens for me. And other days, even sending an email feels like too much. This doesn't mean there's actually anything wrong with you. It means learning to actually work with your body and how it actually works. Because energy naturally goes up and down. It goes in cycles. It is not meant to be the same every single day. And expecting that from yourself sets you up to feel like you're failing. Understanding your energies is so important. So start paying attention to the patterns. What days feel easier? When do you usually hit a wall? This is not random. It's actually a rhythm. Now, I know of some people who love working at night. It is great for them. For me, I don't do anything at night because it affects my sleep. I'm really adamant about that now. And if I'm going to sign up to a coach or something and they only have calls at night, I won't do it because I like to jump on calls that are live. I like to attend live so I can ask questions. It feels like there's a real delay if I post a question and I wait for an answer. That is something that I do. And I don't hold any calls for my own business myself at night. After about 2 o'clock, I'm like, no, I'm good, I'm done. And I know that because I have studied my body and its rhythms. And the quiet days are usually doing more than you think. Just because you're not ticking off all the beautiful to-do lists that you've written, it doesn't mean that nothing's happening. Because as I said, we are energy. Yes, there's a body. This body's energy, though, because your nervous system might be processing, your emotions might be integrating, or your body might just need a rest. And we do need rest. We can't just keep going. It's not possible. So think of it a bit like composting. Things break down underneath so something better can grow. Even your ideas need time to land. Think about those beautiful ideas that come through. If you act on them immediately, you're not giving yourself, your business, or the idea time to rest because not every idea is for you and for now. Some ideas are for later. You won't know that though if you don't give everything a rest. And instead of fighting the quiet, treat it like part of the plan. Make space for it so you don't end up crashing hard later. And that has been me. I've burnt out a couple of times in business and one time when I actually had a career. I have learnt. I have learnt the hard way. So I don't want you to learn the hard way. I don't want you to burn out. And these high output days are great. They can be so productive. They shouldn't be the goal though. Because if you continue to constantly having high output days, when are you resting? Because your body needs a rest, and so does your business. It is energy. It needs rest as well. It can't keep going. When you give your business a rest, it is so thankful to you. You know, it. when you've got those high output days, it feels amazing when you're in the flow and get the heaps done. It really does feel amazing, doesn't it? That doesn't mean you need to stay in that mode though to be good at business because it is your business and your way in your time. Remember that it is not what your coach says you should be doing or what everyone on social media says you should be doing. It is your business. And if you can set up systems or habits for lower energy days, like pre-written emails, easy tasks, or even gentle routines, you'll actually, well, you won't maybe stop it, but you'll reduce judging yourself when you slow down. When I slow down now, I don't care. I know there's a reason for it and I go with it. And you don't need to be inconsistent in how much you do. What matters is that you keep coming back to your work in a way that works for you. Because as I said, it is your business. So you do it your way and in your time. Now, that's been today's episode. We've looked at why you have no energy one day and then do like everything the next. We've looked at your body's not a robot, it's energy, so it works in waves. The quiet days are usually doing more than you think. And the high output days are great, but they're not the goal. Thank you very much for watching and listening, and I'll see you next time.